Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Werkin Girls. I'm Trinity the Tuck.
And I am Ginger, the glamour toad minge, international super spy of mystery.
You change that every time. I love it.
I'm a working girl. I have many titles, you know.
I heard that about you. You're a working girl. You make a lot of extra money. I think I said this last podcast on Backpage.
Yes. Well, now that that's closed down, I just walk the streets, but I've gotten a change belt, so it makes it much easier. You know, it makes service a little speedier. And if somebody gives you a hassle, you can take it off and whip them with it.
I was just gonna say, walking is in hashtag, or quotation mark. Walking is maybe.
How dare you? I walk everywhere. I walk so much, I have a new song called Walk Tall.
Do you?
I do. It's on my new album.
I mean, that's interesting for you because you're how tall are you?
I am 5'4" tall. But
Wow.
if you ask the state of Florida, I'm 5'5" tall.
Okay, good. Lie to the government.
Well, you know, they lie to us enough. I figure it's our turn. I might as well benefit from it.
I'm really excited about our guest today. He's super handsome. Too bad he's taken.
And he's a super fruit.
Yeah, he's from Super Fruit and
Pentatonix. I like to add an extra T. It's pentatonic, but you know, in the drag world, we have to add as many T's as we can. So pentatonic.
Hi guys, how are y'all?
Hi Scott.
Good. You?
I'm good. I am honored and excited to be on this podcast with an All-Stars winner and about to be All-Stars winner. That is just
look at you.
So fun for me.
Well, that's fun.
By the time this airs, we probably will know if you're the winner, right, Ginger?
Well, no, probably not. I think this will probably air the week of the finale.
Oh, well, if you're listening to this, you may or may not know if Ginger is the winner. She might be a winner. She might be a loser. We don't know.
Yeah, if I had already won, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be off spending that money freely.
Well, thanks, Scott, for joining us. Where's your husband?
My husband, my boyfriend Mark is upstairs. He just worked out. He's making a protein shake. He'll probably
everybody husband, even if you've been together for
a week. Future husband for sure.
And you have a child too, a little curly haired child.
Yes, he's actually sleeping right here. His name is Bubba.
What's his name?
Bubba.
Bubba. That's very country.
So you named him after my first boyfriend, also my uncle. I appreciate that.
That's how big of a fan I am.
I love that. I love this journey for us, Scott.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So you've accomplished a lot, Scott, in your career. You're currently with Pentatonix and another group called Super Fruit, but you said that they're no longer creating stuff.
Yeah, we haven't made as much stuff lately. Yeah, Mitch is doing this whole solo project called Messer. That's amazing.
First of all, I love Super Fruit. I actually got to work with you both we were in Ohio, Cincinnati Pride. We did Pride together. And it was just so much fun. The two of you are just dolls. And I particularly just adore you. And maybe because we have the same hairstylist, I guess. But you've always been so sweet to me in the few interactions that we've been blessed to have. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Thank you. You've always been so sweet. And I actually did a meet and greet with you, Trinity, and you were very sweet as well. So
don't tell anybody that. You're gonna ruin my reputation.
Don't worry, I'll go on Reddit as soon as this is over and be like, can you guess what Trinity did to Scott?
Oh. Well, if they only knew that the meet and greet wasn't really what you think it was.
Greet the meat.
So you, Scott, have your group is royalty too. You won a reality show too, right?
Yeah, we won a show called The Sing Off 10 years ago, and then we've been doing it ever since. And so a lot has happened in the past 10 years.
I can't believe it's been 10 years, first of all.
I know. I cannot believe it.
That is insane to me because I remember watching that show. It was like kind of at the height of the acapella movement, right? It was like after Perfect, everything just kind of came into play. It was huge, and then that show started, and I was definitely Team Pentatonix. I 100%. So happy that y'all won, but I am also really sad for all of us that it has been 10 years, and I'm just realizing that.
Oh my God, I know. I've had revelations of how old I'm getting every day. So
how old are you now?
Beautiful.
I'm about to turn 30 next month, so 29.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I don't feel so bad for
I
you.
saw your wiki. I saw your wiki, so I was like, I saw your birthday. I was like, okay, if I do the math, yeah, I'm like 7 years older than you.
Oh my God. We all are aging gracefully.
Well, plastic makes it possible.
Well, if you weren't scared of needles, bitch, I could hook you up.
Well, that's why I'm so fat, because the fat cells, they just pull everything tighter and tighter. The bigger I get, the less wrinkles I have.
I was also reading that you guys have won a lot of awards. You've won 3 Grammys, right?
Yeah.
And you've been nominated for so many other things and won so many other things. Like, what is your favorite thing that you've been recognized for?
Oh man, that's a hard question, but I'm gonna have to say we won a Grammy with Dolly Parton for our collaboration with Dolly Parton.
Ooh.
Like the country duo / group category. It was just like a cool category to be nominated in, and also that whole experience was so incredible. Dolly Parton is everything you would want her to be. We showed up at like 7 a.m., like a little late in like pajamas, not glam, Starbucks in hand, and she was like full glam, like she was about to go on stage at the Grammys at 7 a.m.
Wow.
And then we were working on Jolene, and we like kind of changed the structure a little bit, and she was like, oh, I don't know this version because I've been doing the same version for 50 years. And I was like, we're idiots, we're morons, we're trash, I'm sorry we even touched your arrangement. But she was like, no, I love this, I'll learn it. And she like learned our new version, and she was just like heaven to work with.
I got to work with her on Dumplin', and then of course I got to do the music video for the remix of Jolene that she did in conjunction with Dumplin'. And she is everything that you said. She will roll up at 4 o'clock in the morning in full Dolly Parton drag, and she will make every single person in that room feel like they are her best friend.
Yes, truly.
She's a wonderful person. I love that. And
I got to drive by her house once.
Yeah, and wave.
In Nashville.
Trinity, I'll take you to Dollywood.
I've been to Dollywood. That's the place that they have like a roller coaster that goes through like the mountains, and there's like elves inside the like where the cavern is. It's super fun.
Oh,
I think you probably dropped some acid before you went on that ride.
I was 5.
So then definitely drop some acid.
It hits so much better when you're 5.
Well, yeah, you don't have the weight of the world to really like affect it otherwise.
Yeah.
So, Scott, how did you we're so happy that you've had all this success, but not everybody is an overnight success. It takes a long time to actually work towards it. And a lot of people don't really realize that. They see people on TV or whatever out there in the world being successful and doing their thing, and they think it just happens like that. What was your story? How did you become an overnight success?
Well, I mean, I wanted to sing since I was a really little kid. Like when I was 8 years old, I was just singing at different nursing homes and singing anywhere I could perform. And I was obsessed with performing and singing. And I like pursued it my whole life. In high school, I was like, my album comes out next week. Be sure to buy it on iTunes. Like I was like 15 and it was bad. But I was always like pursuing it so much. And I also really wanted to be on a singing reality show so bad. So I auditioned for American Idol 3 times. I auditioned for the first season of The Voice. I auditioned for X Factor. I auditioned for America's Got Talent 3 times. I never made any of them. And then I went to USC for music, and I had made The Voice kind of. So I like moved into the hotel, and then they cut me last minute because the teams had filled up. That happens to a lot of people. So I was like, you know what? I don't have friends at USC yet, and I have failed at the voice, so I'm going to join this acapella group, SoCal Vocals at USC, because I didn't want to join a frat, and that was like my way to have friends. And when I joined the group, a lot of them were on the show, the Sing Off. And so I was like, I want to do the next season. And so I put together a group with 2 of my friends from high school and then 2 other people we found through mutual friends and on YouTube. And we auditioned for the Sing Off. And it was really just I didn't have like that big of a passion for acapella yet. I just wanted to sing and on TV and have an opportunity to do something really cool. And we went on the show and I fell in love with acapella and fell in love with the whole experience. And then we won. And that was kind of the beginning.
It is so much harder than people think to do a cappella too. Like it's I don't say it's easy to sing, but it's easier to sing when you have some music behind you, you know, something that gives you the mood, gives you the notes and kind of guides you where to go. But a cappella, you're really kind of like, you're not only limited to whatever's going on inside your head, you also have to really listen to the people around you.
Yeah, it is so hard. One, you're very exposed. And so if one member falls out of tune, even like 1%, the whole thing feels and sounds off. And then also singing the solos is actually easier than singing the background parts, because when you're singing the solo, there's like lots of space. And when you're singing the background parts, it's these sustained long notes. And so that's where your voice gets really tired. And so doing an 1.5 hour a cappella concert is just not something the human voice should be doing. It's like not good for you. So it is really tough. And when I toured with Superfruit, we had a backing track and production. And I remember it was so fun because I wasn't so stressed about tuning and like endurance.
Well, yeah. I saw that you guys had a lot of success on YouTube. You have like over 2 million subscribers on YouTube. How did that become a thing? Like, did you think, okay, I'm gonna be an influencer on YouTube just from singing?
Well, you know, after we won the Sing Off, a week later we were dropped by the label, the record contract we won with Epic Records. They were like, we're not into this. And so we had all moved out to LA and we were excited and got dropped. And so YouTube, I mean, it's still massive, but it was like really having its renaissance at that period. And so we were like, let's just start posting stuff on YouTube. And I literally like pulled out my iPad 2 or whatever, and we were just posting covers. And honestly, YouTube is actually how we gained fans. And then after that, Mitch and I started a little side Superfruit YouTube thing, just to show more of our personalities and be a little like more liberated. And yeah.
Do you still do your YouTube stuff?
Yeah, I mean, Pentatonix, we still post all our stuff on YouTube. We just posted a cover recently of like this BTS mashup. But Superfruit, we haven't posted in a really long time. I know.
Well, you're gonna have to get that because I'm sure your fans are super pissed off. Okay.
I know. A lot of Superfruit fans are not happy with us.
I would say my favorite thing that the Pentatonix ever did was The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my gosh, with Todrick.
It was my favorite. Well, Wizard of Oz is my favorite thing ever anyway, but I thought the mashup was so good and the harmonies were so good and the vocals were perfect and that video was fantastic. That was like, I was already a fan, but that's what made me a super fan.
Oh, I love that. I mean, I love that one. That one was wild. Like how Todrick operates, it's like, we're going to shoot this 10 location shoot with all these costumes tomorrow. And like, it was, you know, he makes it happen all in a day. And so we're driving all around LA, and it was that was probably the hardest shoot we've ever done. And we went so late, but it turned out amazing. And I love anytime we get an opportunity to do like the really theatrical, fun, wild stuff. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like a drag race challenge, you know. It's like you're going to write, record, choreograph, and perform, and be critiqued, and wear an outfit in the next 6 hours. So get to it.
I do not know how y'all do that. Watching the show gives me like secondhand anxiety because there's so much pressure on y'all to be good in so many categories.
Yeah, I will say it's much easier when you're in it because you don't have time to stop and panic. You just got to keep pushing forward. And it's not until you get to the hotel after everything is already done that you have a moment to think about what you did and then break down sobbing and then wake up and do it again the next day.
Yeah, there's so much pressure at the moment to like deliver. You just don't have time to really think. You just have to just do it. Whatever they're asking you to do, you just have to do it. That's why, like, sometimes when you're watching the show, you're seeing people just do the wrong thing, and you know they probably could do something completely different, but you just don't have time to second guess yourself. I mean, some people get in their heads, but you just have to do it, whatever it is, because there's not a lot of time. So I saw on your Instagram where you did drag.
Oh yeah,
you looked stunning.
Thank you. I'm not sure I looked stunning. I don't know if I have the facial features for it, but yes, I always love being in drag. I've been in drag a couple times. Willem did my face once, and then Nicole, Lipstick Nick, beat my face once. And you know how like drag queens, you all always talk about how like when you're in drag, you become alive, and like that's how I felt. I felt like a monster came out. I felt so confident, and I just like didn't want to ever take it off.
Well, and that's what Rue calls it when she's in drag. She calls it the monster.
No way.
Yeah.
I felt alive.
You looked great. I know what you're saying. Like, you have a very strong masculine chin, which looks great on you. But that's the power of drag makeup, is you can literally transform whose ever face into a beautiful creature. Like that's just what drag is. There's no real rule. You don't have to be like, look like a petite 5'7" glamour toad to be, you know, a beautiful drag queen.
Yeah, it's crazy what you can do with makeup. The illusions. My nose like shrunk 8 sizes.
Yeah, that's the video I saw.
Yeah, that's the most recent one that Lipstick Nick did.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would pump up the bang a little more next time.
Okay.
Only because that's your signature. You got to go with it.
I would pump up the cheeks and the lips and, you know, the ass if it was me.
So she's talking about with a needle, and I would not that.
Noted.
So since we're all reality television veterans over here, we Trinity and I, we've traded battle stories about filming Drag Race, because we've all done it more than once. What was it like filming your reality show?
I mean, it was really intense. We were there for 11 weeks, and I think it's similar to probably Drag Race in that you just, from the second the week starts, you were just brainstorming, putting stuff together, a little bit panicked, but just going, and then rehearsing so much, and then like full of anxiety that the judges are going to react well, and you know it really lies in their hands. But it was a lot of singing, and fortunately I was 19 at the time, so my voice was just like really resilient, because I feel like if I did the show now, my voice just gets tired easier in my old age. So I feel like it would be harder now, but it was a lot of singing. And I remember by the last week, my voice was so exhausted, and we had to sing this big cover of Dog Days Are Over, and I like couldn't sing it. And so I was like freaking out backstage and had to get like a shot of steroids or adrenaline or something, just to get my voice, cortisone, yes, back to like a good place for the show. And so it was stressful, but I was so excited to just be on TV and to be doing something I had been trying for so many years. And so I was living my best life.
Well, as a 19-year-old gay, there's no reason why your throat shouldn't have had plenty of workout, that you could have sustained all of those notes for so many years.
They're not all sluts like you, Trinity.
I know he's not, but you are.
Well, true. Okay. They are not all sluts like us, Trinity. So ours, we say weeks, but every episode, every week of our show is 2 to 3 days of filming. But with yours, yours was a little bit more live format, right? Like it was kind of happening as the season unfolded.
Yeah, well, we like pre-taped everything except for the finale, like Drag Race does. But it was like we would film day 1 of the week, and they would just film all this B-roll throughout the week, and then it was like this big live performance. And then the finale, we actually performed live.
And what was the turnaround time on that then? So like with Drag Race, you film it and it sits in the can for like a year before it even airs.
Yeah, I've noticed that. No, this was a quicker turnaround time. It was like we filmed, like after we finished filming, it was a couple months later it started airing.
Okay. That's
Now,
always so interesting to me because like I know some of these shows like American Idol, for example, or America's Got Talent, it kind of they pre-tape a lot of it, but the season is still filming as it's running.
that's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Which
That's
that seems really stressful to me.
yeah. With
Yeah.
each of your episodes, and you have to do like your arrangements with your group and everything, like you literally only you had to do it then, or was this all like pre-prep for before you got there?
No, we had to do it then. And so we would find out like what the theme of the next week was, country week, Motown week, the day after we filmed. And so we would perform on a Friday, Saturday, find out the like genre we were gonna have to do, and then pick our song on Sunday. And usually we started arranging that song honestly Sunday till we performed on Friday and rehearsing it. But sometimes like in the middle of the week, they were like, oh, the songwriters didn't approve the song, so you're gonna have to change it like on Wednesday. That happened to us a couple times.
Wow.
So it was really stressful. And there was like 2 or 3 arrangers that like worked on the show that would like help people out and arrange, but they were so hard to get. It was so hard to like get their help because they were so overextended with all these groups on the show. And so we ended up just arranging everything kind of like by ear in person, which was like a really good skill for us to learn for our whole career.
That's crazy. I can't imagine. I mean, I can't sing anyway, but having to figure out how to arrange something, I can't even like rearrange my furniture. A song.
She's sitting on a box right now in front of her fake fireplace.
It is a fake fireplace. I actually just put it in my bedroom. It does heat.
Wow.
Well, we're from Florida. We don't have chimneys. We don't have real fireplaces. Yeah. So I have the same one, girl. That's how I knew it was fake.
Yeah, I have this huge wall. So like my ceilings, I don't know if you can see that. My ceilings are vaulted, so it's huge in my bedroom. This is my bedroom.
Oh, and nice.
So, on this wall, I'm like, I have so much space. So I was like, let me get a fake fireplace, and it's cute. I like it.
I love it. Great.
I'll never use it because it's so hot, but it's at least aesthetically it looks cute.
So Trinity is in her bedroom in Orlando right now. I am in this. I'm in this attic of this house in Provincetown doing this. I'm here for the month of September, August and September. And where are you right now?
I'm in my house in LA.
Your house in LA. Is this your office?
Yeah, this is my little office that I just kind of put together.
That's so professional. Trinity, we should be professional people and have offices as well.
I do have an office. I am a professional.
This is a very recent thing. I used to just do all Zoom calls just at my kitchen table upstairs, but I finally got this room together in the past few weeks.
Well, so if you've never done a Zoom call in the attic of a house in Provincetown in, what is it, August now? It's August. I wouldn't suggest it.
Okay, I'll take that off.
It is very warm.
I imagine. I was actually going to shoot all this in my office, but my cleaning lady was still here, and the vacuum was going, and I didn't want the noise, so I had
cleaning lady. You both got offices. You've got a cleaning lady and a fake fireplace. Girl, I need to win something if this is what.
Girl, we live in Orlando. Things are affordable here. Okay?
We were about to win $100,000, so.
Well, then I'm just gonna follow Pentatonix around on tour as a fangirl.
Oh my God, please do.
Maybe you can open for them. You should, because you sing live.
I love that.
I would love to sing with Pentatonix just once.
Yes, I would love to sing with you.
You also have a podcast, right?
Yes, I do. It's called You're So Good, where we like interview people who are really, really good at stuff and find out how they got so good. And y'all should come on it.
Oh, I was gonna say, funny how we've never been invited.
Oh, no, this is me inviting you right now. I would be so excited if y'all did it.
I would love that.
I would love that.
Yay.
Now, we do need to take a quick break right now. Okay. Just give a word from our sponsors, but you stay tuned because we have a really fun game we're going to play when we
Oh,
come.
yeah.
It's gonna be great. And we're back. Wasn't that wonderful? Have you tried that product, Trinity?
Oh, yeah, a lot actually. It really helps.
Yeah, I'm trying it right now.
Are you? I can tell.
Isn't
Yeah,
it great?
It's really helped you too.
Well, it's how I look so well rested.
Yeah, except for your house.
Yeah. It's almost as good as a fake fireplace for the bedroom. Oh, we are here with Scott from Pentatonix and from Superfruit. We've been having a fabulous conversation. But now I really want to jump into this game. So Trinity and I have this game that we like to play with our guests. It's basically like 2 truths and a lie. But
Okay.
I'm going to give you 3 titles of pornographic movies.
Okay.
You're going to tell me which one is the fake title. Okay.
Oh, wow,
And as Trinity will attest, it's a lot more difficult than it sounds.
Yeah, the obvious choice is usually wrong. Okay, the obvious choice is usually a real movie that they have made. I mean, yeah,
they've made everything these days, I feel so.
All right. Title number 1, Bone Alone.
Bone Alone. Okay.
Like a Home Alone theme porn. Okay, that's weird.
Number 2, The Little Sperm Maid. And number 3, Breast Side Story.
Side story. I'm gonna say Bone Alone is fake.
Bone Alone?
Say
because it's centered around a child.
Or just somebody that's home alone.
Oh, true.
I'm gonna say
I don't know why you took it there, Scott. You're gonna say The Little Sperm Maid?
Yes.
All right. Well, I will tell you that one of them that is not a fake title is Breast Side Story. That one is real. So if anybody has the urge and the itch to start snapping their fingers while they're tiddling their winkers, watch Breast Side Story.
So Scott, one of us is about to win.
One of you is about to win. Should you hold hands?
I'm just letting you know I'm the winner. I don't know if this is true, but I feel it.
Well, Trinity, you've been saying all along you think I'm going to win, and I no longer trust your instincts because you are wrong. Scott, our winner. Bone Alone is the fake title. So that means that there's a movie out there called The Little Sperm Maid.
I cannot believe it.
I can believe it. Mermaids are hot.
Well, so we've also been asking all of our guests, what was the first porn that you ever saw? Mine was Sumo Sue and the Fat Ladies of Wrestling because my brother left it in the VCR. Yes, VCR.
Oh my God.
And Trinity's was?
Mine was Willy Wanker and the Fun Factory, which was based around Willy Wonka. And it was also a VCR thing. My uncle had, I'm telling you, like so many pre-recorded, like where he bought the VHS. Is that what it is? VHS?
Yeah.
Recorded it and then stashed it, like tons of them in their closet. So
yeah,
and now he's in jail. All right.
Willy Wanker should be my drag name, actually. You know, when I was in like 4th grade, all like the school boys were like, Britney Spears nudes leaked. Britney Spears. So I was like, I am straight, so I'm gonna look that up. So I like went home and looked it up, and I couldn't find it, but there all these like pop-ups happened. It was back when pop-ups were real bad. Of like all this crazy porn that and I had never seen porn before, and it was pretty traumatizing.
How old were you?
I was in like 4th grade, 5th grade.
Oh my God, that was really young.
Hashtag
like I don't like straight porn. That's my favorite.
No, but I think the takeaway is hashtag free Britney from all of this.
Yes, hashtag free Britney.
And I think this was your coming out story. You realized you were gay with all these vaginas just popping up everywhere. You're like, oh
yeah. Yeah. And there was like guys and girls having sex, and I was like, the guy.
That sounds like the worst Mario Brothers game ever. Just vaginas popping out of everything.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't mind like watching straight porn and like seeing a really pretty vagina.
Okay.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not my favorite, but I don't mind it. It has to be pretty though, and I'm not into hairy vaginas.
Maybe
so
that should be your drag name, Hairy Vagina.
Hairy vagina. Hairy
You're
vagina.
with it, Harry. So, now that we have offended everyone, I wanted to ask you. Well, I wanted to ask you real quick. I didn't even intend to bring this up, but since we talked about Free Britney and all that, like, are you both up to date with what's going on how like now her dad is saying he will step down from the conservatorship?
Okay, so I heard that, but I also heard from other sources that that was all made up for media purposes, that he's not really stepping down. I don't know what to believe.
I've seen all these different like infographics that are like, actually he said he might, but he hasn't yet. And then I saw something saying he wasn't going to, and then something like she's free. I don't know.
And then a bunch of pop-ups for porn.
And then like lots of vaginas.
Yeah, it was very strange. I don't know. I feel like when this first started happening a couple years ago with the hashtag Free Britney, everyone considered it to be such a joke because they were like, oh, she's Britney Spears. Her life is perfect and wonderful. And she's doing so much better than she was when she was going crazy. And as somebody who has dealt with mental health issues my entire life, there was something that just kind of clicked in my head. I was like, I don't think it's that simple. I think that there really is something here. And as more and more has come out about it, my heart just breaks for that woman.
Yes, same. I actually didn't know she was in a conservatorship until a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I don't think anybody really did. I didn't even know what a conservatorship was until I heard that she was in one, and then had to go look it up and figure out like, oh, so this means that basically she has no rights and her whole life is dictated for her. I couldn't imagine that, especially as somebody who suffers from mental health issues. I couldn't imagine not being able to feel in control of my own life.
I don't know what the actual laws are with a conservatorship, but I do think that if they don't already, I mean, obviously it needs to be worked on because what's going on with Britney. There needs to be like laws where it's reevaluated every single year.
Yeah.
Because the person who's taking care of that person, in quotation marks, could be taking advantage of them like her father is. And I think that there needs to be something else set in place to where these people that are in these conservatorships that aren't taken advantage of. And it is really heartbreaking for Britney, for her children,
for her fans,
because she says she's not doing any more music until she's out of this with her father.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like you said every year, I feel like, every couple of months with kids in school, we have to see what the progress is and where they stand and what changes need to be made. Like, I feel like if you're in something like that where somebody is over you and responsible for you, then you should be, all of that needs to be adjudicated. That's probably the wrong word, but it all needs to be taken into consideration and really looked at every couple of months.
Yeah. And if she's doing hundreds and hundreds of Vegas shows and killing it, this complex show, and making all this money, it just feels so wrong that it's like, well, you're mentally healthy enough to do that, which is insanely taxing, but you're not mentally healthy to use your credit card or leave the house and like all that. It's just wild. It doesn't add up at all.
No,
it's just another thing for rich, powerful, straight men to take advantage of women. That's like, I mean, I'm sure there's other people other than women in conservatorships, but the stories that I've seen because of the Britney Spears fiasco is it's all been women and mental health and these men that are over these people. It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy. I feel like he's paying off these judges and lawyers and to be able to stay in this position that he's in. It's so crazy. It's so bizarre. Why is her mother not speaking out about this? Why is the rest of the family not speaking out more about this?
But I also feel like I don't want to completely, it's not like TV, you know, there's not a clear-cut villain and a clear-cut hero. Her father and her family may feel, at least at the beginning, like they were doing the right thing. And they've just gotten comfortable in a situation and don't know how to get out of it while retaining the things that they've gotten from it. Like, I feel like there's just so much at play. I wish that it's nobody's business, first of all, but as somebody who is invested in the story at this point, I wish that there were just more clear-cut black and white facts about this is why this happened and this is why this is happening and going on and da 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 da. So it's a mystery for sure. I think Derek Barry is behind all of it.
Whatever, we know that's not true. She needs more songs for her career, bro. I doubt she's behind it all. But Scott, it's been so fun talking with you and seeing your beautiful face here.
It's been amazing talking to y'all. Thank you for having me.
Tell your gorgeous model husband we said hello.
I will. He'll be sad that he didn't get to say hi.
Aww.
Oh, he's more than welcome to. What's he doing?
We get to hang out soon.
Hold on. I want to know what he's doing.
Oh, wait, what?
What is your gorgeous husband doing?
Oh, what is Mark doing? He's just upstairs. I'm not sure
Probably
exactly.
looking at a bunch of vagina pop-ups.
Yeah, he's watching a Little Spermaid right now, so I don't want to.
Honey, have you seen this? It's amazing.
It's so fun.
There's something fishy about that girl. Now, do you have anything you want to plug or pump up before we let you go? Let our listeners know where they can find you.
Yeah, I would love if everyone followed me at Scott Hoying on all the social media, especially
you don't need any more followers. You have over 1 million followers. You have a lot of followers.
But I spend my whole life on TikTok, so follow me there for sure.
Okay, great. Fun. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I love y'all. Let's be friends in real life.
I would love that.
And to all the listeners, thank you so much for tuning in this week for Werkin Girls. Again, this is Trinity the Tuck. Follow me on all social medias at Trinity the Tuck.
I'm Ginger Minge. Just go to gingerminge.com. You can find all of my social media there. That's what the kids call it. I guess. I don't know. I don't even know any kids. But find me there and stalk me everywhere because I absolutely love it and I adore all of you. Make sure
and hashtag Team Ginger.
Yeah, so if this is the finale week, hashtag Team Ginger. And if I don't win, we ride at dawn.
All right, until next time, everyone. Thank you so much.
We'll talk to you later. Bye, Scott.
Bye, love y'all.